Hey everybody, we are following some old roads today, kind of next to the Buffalo River. Just no real plans, just trying to go out and explore a little bit and see what we can find. I do know there's one place up here ahead that I want to find, and that's Red Bluff, and we'll show you when we get there. But I think we're going to camp along the river tonight, and so follow along and we'll see what we can find. Okay, that might be a good 500 feet to the bottom.
Look at the river!
So if you ever float this section of the Buffalo River, this is actually a good place to camp. It's the highest bank on the Buffalo, and there's a nice bluff down below to look at. It's a really cool spot.
I've never seen a green one. What is a green one?
I don't know, it's weird looking though. It's got round eyes.
So it's a nice snake?
Yeah.
It's licking the branch. It sticks its little tongue.
Looks so wet, it hasn't rained for days.
I don't know.
I decided I couldn't drive by Buffalo Point without coming up here to look at this overlook. You got a nice view of the river from up here. And with the fall colors, it's not going to disappoint today. Crossing the Buffalo.
She's very low.
Yep. Dillard's Ferry. You know how they say if you don't like the weather, wait a little bit? Well, that's true. It's just amazing that you can go from 70 degrees to, yeah, a bone-chilling cold. It happens just like that. We ended up moving camp upriver a little ways, not too far, but we could hear these rapids, and I mean, who doesn't want to sleep next to that at night? So that's what we did. We moved camp a little bit, and it's getting pretty late, so I think we're gonna hit the sack, and we'll catch you guys in the morning. Can you hear the water?
Yeah.
It's nice.
Nice, nice. She's in the water.
And it's at this point this deer sees this stack of rocks and gets a little bit spooked. It's kind of funny. Have you ever been somewhere and you just felt like you had a connection to it, like right away, but you didn't know how, you didn't know why, but it just felt right? It just felt like home? This is the way Grinders Ferry has always felt to me. And even before that I knew that we had family history here, it was just one of those spots that felt right. We used to stop here when I was a kid traveling to Grandma's house. My parents would always pull out onto the gravel within feet of the river and let us out. We would play in the water and fill our pockets with rocks. Meanwhile, they would try to regroup and gather enough sanity to continue the rest of the trip. This was the spot that first ignited my passion for the Buffalo River area. This was the location of my first float trip on the Buffalo River. It started right here. And as time went on, and I had a family of my own, we would also stop here on the way to Grandma's house. It just seemed to be a family tradition. And it wasn't until just recently we learned that we actually had a connection to this spot. Our family, Charlie and John, was the last to operate the ferry here, up until the 65 bridge was built. Around about 1929 or so, they ran it roughly between 1920s to 1929. And I recently come across this photo, which I believe is Charlie and John on the ferry taking a pickup across, with what looks to be a load of watermelons. So, with this new information on family history, it seems things have come full circle. Maybe I can finally put to rest this nagging voice from the past. Or is this going to be a whole new rabbit hole to continue down? I guess time will tell. Nobody in the family that I talked to had any information on this at all. Unfortunately, anybody that would have had this information is probably already gone. Maybe my grandmother did know. Maybe my dad knew. Maybe that's why he always stopped here. It was only by chance that I came across this family history in a book. Otherwise, it would have been lost. One thing for sure I've learned from this is keep retelling that family history. Write it down, pass it on. If you don't, it will be lost forever.